Last night, losing Mason and not having Ryan kind of on the fly, I'm sure it was forced you to scramble a little bit in Cleveland. Now that you kind of know what you're working with going into this game, just having Moose at the center position, how do you plan on adjusting for not having those other two guys?
Yeah, we'll be scrambling again. But I think our group is ready for whatever's thrown our way. They've done a phenomenal job of whoever is available to play throughout the season. They've come out, they've competed, they understand what it's going to take physically and mentally to go out here and give a battle. I also love what the group gave in Cleveland, being down and even making a run to have Cleveland have to put their starters back in the game. So I think it just shows that our group, from coaching staff to players, are ready for whatever comes our way. And so looking forward to tonight, a little bit of Musa at the 5, maybe some Miles at the 5, some Tijon, maybe some Sion, whatever is making sense for the flow of the game, we're going to be ready to do.
I just had one more quick follow-up, too, about Khan. Obviously hit another major achievement last night with fastest in NBA history to 100 threes. When you watch him on tape after some of these games, what stands out to you most about the way he's moving off the ball and creating some of these shots for not only him and his teammates as well?
Yeah, I'm just so impressed with his ability to just think the game, feel the game, see the game before it even happens. He's just always in the right spots, and a lot of that is a credit to him because he understands spacing, windows, and kind of just sees the shift activity before it even kind of happens. If he knows Brandon's going right and the guys are going to come over and help, he just seems to put himself in the right positions as a screener. He's so dynamic to be able to play in the seam and the pop. So it's really just an honor to be able to watch a kid early in his career and early in his development right now shoot the ball the way that he does and have such a great feel for the game. So really happy for Khan. I wish it could have been in a win so we could have celebrated it a little bit more.
Coach, one of the things that you mentioned many times last season was Brandon, when he was out, is that he would be watching film and you would have him scout the other team. I'm wondering how maybe you've seen that kind of, play out since him coming back and where he maybe sees the game a little different because of that.
Yeah, I think number one, it's helped his relationship with his teammates. I think that because he did watch film with them and show them clips, they are now more open-minded and receive his message a lot better because they understand how much he cares. Even when he wasn't playing and couldn't affect the game, with his actual skill set on the court, he did it in other ways. And, there's a lot of guys that think in life, in basketball, if they're not playing, it's about them. And they kind of just go off and do their own thing on their rehab plan. So it was good to see him do that. So I think his relationships have gotten better. And then also to your point, the more film you watch, those are reps too. They're mental reps. And so he can understand pick and roll coverages a lot better. I think defensively he understands tendencies and also offensive sets of what teams are trying to do. So I think it's really put him in a good spot to have some success this year.
There's so many games in the regular season, which makes it easy to flush your win or loss down the drain, I guess. But when Khan makes an achievement like this, 100 threes in 29 games, how important is it to kind of let a rookie like him know that this is significant and you shouldn't flush these things down the toilet as well?
Yeah, I think you're spot on. You never want to take any achievement or moment like that for granted. So we definitely celebrate it. He should definitely celebrate it. I will say something to him eventually. But he didn't want to hear that. He wanted to hear about the game and what we could do better in the moment. But I think, to your point, you can't take anything for granted. Between injuries and just what can happen health-wise or just life-wise, he should be really proud of what he's done so far, where he's kind of going with his NBA and professional career.
For Ryan, this is a couple of games now that he's not playing, obviously. Just wondering where he is with his injury. He was obviously questionable. Now he's out. Just where is he at with his injury?
Yeah, just obviously got back late last night, and so today was another day for him to come in and get some evaluation and treatment. Sounds like he's still just trying to figure out what the plan is going to be for him to return to play. I think after tonight's game, we'll have a little bit of a clearer idea of what's going on with him.
And then going back to Brandon Miller a little bit, with Brandon, what have you seen from him in terms of his offensive production the last few games here, especially his point numbers is up. His shooting numbers, I'm sure, probably still aren't where you would like to, but how do you get those to also increase, and where's he at overall with his game, would you say?
Yeah, I would say some of the shooting numbers will improve with more time back on the court. I do think sometimes he's had some shots that are short, which just shows me some of that's like your conditioning and how you're coming back, the rhythm of the game, having to play intense defense. I think that he has stepped up his defensive mindset, wanting to take on some of the better matchups of the other team. Garland for one last game, and Mitchell, he was on a ton. And that takes a toll on, obviously, your ability to then shoot the ball offensively. So I think that we're seeing his legs get up underneath him. He's been scoring at a lot higher clip. And I think that offensively, I've just seen him actually develop of a more all-around game. We know how much he can score. I've been really impressed with how much he's been passing and finding guys in pick and rolls or finding guys on his drives. And then he's had some explosive finishes at the rim that I think show that he's starting to find his rhythm.